Hi, this is Chuck. Welcome to our video question of the week. This week we get a question from Keith down in Kansas, and he asks, you are big on establishing outside advisory councils. How do we get that started in our company, and who should we include? Yes, and really, Keith, this all started, I think 2 years ago at the Business and Leadership Conference, where we had a very well-known presenter come up and say that you don't know everything about your company, and sometimes you need that outside influence to help guide you and help you kind of see things a little more clearly at times and have some expertise that doesn't exist within the company. So I'm a big proponent of that, yes. And we actually have a really good structure for how to set that up and how to facilitate that, and also we've been doing it a lot and helping our members with that, and it's been very successful. As far as who should be on there, I like to have someone that has an HR or workforce development type mentality or background or training, because that's one of our biggest challenges now, is to finding that next generation. Who's really going to be instrumental in the company in years to come, kind of thing. I also like thinking about legal and accounting, or legal or accounting perhaps, someone with that type of background. Someone that's a trusted advisor that you already have from that type of profession. Another thing is someone that understands the industry and the trends and can spot the, what's going to happen next and what are the big new things that are on the horizon and what kind of technology do we need to get ready for, and what happens if we don't, kind of thing. If we choose to ignore all the technology advancements and just go about doing business as usual, what happens then? So people like that, I really like the idea of like a retired or former CEO that would serve on this advisory board, someone that has built a company that's similar in size or maybe a little bit larger than what you have now, something like that. As far as the other way is easier, looking at who not to put on this, is that one thing that I've seen our members make mistakes on is they try to clone themselves. They try to put on people on this advisory team that are just like them, think just like them, and that, at the end of the day, that does no good for anybody. They're just basically reinforcing what they already know, and that's really not the biggest bang for the buck, I don't think. Another thing that I would caution you on is to make sure that you don't build this advisory team for the wrong purposes. And one of the purposes I have seen is to build it to gain leverage against almost your other partners or people that you already have on your executive management group within the company. Is don't use this as a way to build up an army against those that are already working for the company. So that isn't your point here either. You need that outside influence and outside objective type mindset there to help you grow your business, not to stack the deck against those that are already in a leadership role. The other thing that I would do is to avoid the yes guys. Avoid getting people in there that listen to what you're saying and then just agree with you and walk on. That you kind of want to have a little bit of controversy or a little bit of different and opposing positions on things, be it the investments that you make in the future, your hiring, your mergers, acquisition strategy, things like that. So don't find yes guys, and also try to purposely set this up so there's some diversity in the age group, so you don't have everybody in that same generation, if you will, to maybe bring in some younger people that have different ideas on the type of company you want to become. I would also recommend a paid board of advisors. Those that have set this up as just a group of people that will come in for free and do stuff, their results haven't been very good. So I think attaching it to some sort of financial package would be good for them as well. So I always tell people that if you're seeking outside opinions from someone who's been there and done that, try to find the type of leader, the type of mind that is of the capacity and the capability of building a company that could run your company out of business. That's the level that you want to be at with an advisory board. You don't want someone that can just build a company just like yours. You want someone that is really a disruptive force and that can help teach you some of the ways about disruptive technologies and business strategies. So anyway, if you want the structure for this, I've got one, and it's a really good one that we've used a lot. So thanks for the great question.